throughout the years, we've gotten tons of Five Nights at Freddy's games, from Fnaf 1 all the way to our newest entry, Into the Pit. And all of those games have one thing in common. They all have different pizzerias with different things to do inside those pizzerias. And obviously, you guys saw the title and thumbnail. I'm going to be ranking the pizzerias in every single Five Nights at Freddy's game based on how much fun you would have at each one. I'm going to be excluding games like Fnaf 4 since it doesn't really have a pizzeria unless you count Fredbear's. I'm also going to be excluding Help Wanted and Security Breach. Well, why Security Breach, you may ask? Well, that's because Security Breach would obviously get first place because it's massive. There's so much to do there. There's like tons of stuff, so it would automatically get first place if it was on this list. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So obviously we're going to start off with Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So Fnaf 1 has the main stage with the animatronics on it, and it also has the dining tables and kitchen. So the kitchen can make pizzas, and the pizzas, well, every single Fnaf restaurant has the pizzas, so I guess that doesn't really count. And then it doesn't really have any arcades, but another weird thing about this is it also has a prize counter, despite there being no arcades. And besides that, there isn't much to do at the Fnaf 1 restaurant, so I'm gonna have to put this in like probably last place, not gonna lie, because it just is kind of boring, not gonna lie. And next up we have Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now this one does have some stuff going for it. It has this carousel, it has some tables, and it doesn't have any arcades, which is kind of a downside, and it also doesn't really have a kitchen. So that's not good because where are the pizzas gonna come from? And like where are the arcades and stuff? And there's also a prize corner in this game, so it's makes it even more confusing that there isn't any arcades. But it also does have the mangle, like take apart and put together attraction. So that's something, I guess. But overall, I'm gonna have to put this right up with Fnaf 1 because like it's just basically Fnaf 1, but just minus the pizzas. Next up is Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Now I'm gonna skip Fnaf 3 and Fnaf 4 because Fnaf 3 isn't really a pizzeria, it's kind of like a horror attraction, and like I said in the beginning of the video, we're just gonna skip Fnaf 4. So I think sister location would be kind of a good one. There's no pizza, which sucks. There's no kitchen at all, and there is like just the animatronics performing and stuff. And most of the rooms you can't even go into, like the Scooper room, Fun Times Freddy's Breaker room, and probably Circus Baby's room too. And speaking of getting into the different rooms, how would you even get into them? Because the only way we get into those rooms in the game is when you're going through those vents in the maintenance thing. So I think it wouldn't be a good way to get into these attractions if you had to crawl through vents. So I'm gonna have to put this right up with Fnaf 2 and 1. Now guys, on to Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator, or Fnaf 6. Now, Fnaf 6's canon pizzeria is infinitely better than all the other pizzerias. Now, for starters, we have the main stage with the animatronics. We have 4 animatronics. Then we have tables and arcades. Finally, we have arcades. And there's also like tons of things to do. There's like the Candy Cadet. There's all the different stuff like Lemonade Clown. There's tons of different things to do here. There's no pizza again, but it's fine. And after that, there really isn't others up until Into the Pit. Now, Into the Pit is definitely going to get first place, and I'll explain why. Now, for starters, we have the main stage, the ball pit, all the different tables and stuff. We have the kitchen, we have the arcades, we have the prize counter, we have the party room, we have Pirates Cove. There is a lot in this game, and it is infinitely better than any of the other Freddy's pizzerias. So, Into the Pit gets obvious first place. So yeah, until a new Five Nights at Freddy's game comes out to add a new pizzeria, right now this is the end of the video. So if you guys enjoyed today's video and want to see more long form videos like this, because right now this is my longest video on the channel, so if you guys want to see more of these videos, then make sure to comment those down below, and without further ado, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.